it's not the right time for you to be in a relationship. You're supposed to be single. Because a lot of the times people rush into relationships because of the fact that they're empty inside, because of the fact that they don't feel whole within themselves. But in reality, some of the most beautiful relationships are those where two whole people come together rather than two broken people coming together. Because when two people that are halves or quarters of themselves come together, you only have half of a person or one person in total. Quick maths. However, when you have two people that are whole and you bring them together, now you've got two. And two is powerful. Two is more powerful than one. So if you're in a situation where you're finding that you're constantly looking for love externally, even though you don't have that love within yourself, now is not the time for you to be in a relationship. I don't care if it's Valentine's Day. I don't care if it's Christmas. I don't care. Resist the urge to focus on what isn't likely to serve you long term. Because realistically, one of the massive problems with getting into a relationship when you don't feel at peace within yourself is that you are at a much greater risk of being manipulated into a relationship that you weren't even supposed to be in. Now you're in a whole toxic relationship because someone has seen that you're not whole within yourself. And now they want to make you feel like you need them to be whole. Again, if you're whole already and you find someone else who's also whole internally, that doesn't mean you have to have reached all of your goals and all of these different types of things. I believe there's massive beauty in growing together. But I also believe that a lot of the times your dream person, your soulmate, so to speak, isn't going to be fully attracted to the version of you that you currently are now if you're broken inside. They may be attracted to you initially and things may go well initially, but someone that's truly high value isn't going to want chaos in their life. Someone that's truly secure within themselves isn't going to want to be with someone who is chaotic. So I want you to make sure that you have that peace within yourself before you focus on trying to add peace to someone else. A lot of the times, what you do is you look for love in other places. You look to receive love in another romantic partner. You feel like you need to be in a relationship because you don't feel that feeling in your heart. You feel somewhat empty. Maybe you feel like you need to pour love. Maybe it's not about receiving, but it's about the giving. The beautiful thing about self-love is that you can both pour and receive in equivalent quantities immediately, because when you're pouring into yourself, you're receiving that exact amount immediately. And when you have that self-love, you're not going to settle for less than you deserve. You're not going to settle for the guy or for the lady who disrespects you. You're not going to settle for the person who doesn't value who you are as a person. You're not going to settle for less than you know you will actually bring to the table. And what I mean by that, again, is it's not necessarily just about your accomplishments and things like that, but it's about how you're going to treat someone. Because if you know that you're going to show up to that relationship as a loving, wholehearted person, you're not going to settle for someone who is bringing turmoil into your life, who's emotionally unstable. It doesn't make sense. Regardless of how much of an amazing person that person might be, it doesn't make sense. So stop rushing into relationships that are external to you before you've nurtured the internal relationship. Because guess what? Once you are in a relationship and you are already at peace within yourself and you've already poured and nurtured your own garden, as I said, as you two now come together, things are going to be much better. And you're going to know that this person is the right fit because you're able to think clearly from a healthy state of mind. You're not attracted to this person now because of fear. You're not attracted to this person because you're scared that you won't be able to feel loved if you don't have that person. You're attracted to this person because you love that specific person. Because you already have the love within yourself. You're not scared that you're not going to be able to feel loved. You're not scared that you're not going to be able to pour love into someone else. You're only scared, if anything, that you may not be able to pour into that specific person who you really do care about, but who isn't broken. Because you're not broken, they're not broken, you're just both coming together. Make sure you think about this, because it's a big mistake that a lot of people are making, especially around Valentine's Day times. People are thinking, man, I want to be in a relationship now and this and that. Relationships aren't the only thing in life. And maybe they're not something that even needs to be in your life right now. The right person will present themselves at the right time. Make sure that when they do, you're healed enough to be ready for them. With that being said, you have an incredible day. Happy Valentine's Day. And what else? That's it. I'll catch you in the next video, which is going to be tomorrow. Peace out.